Could be really interesting, actually, if I was to just use Google Meet again and my system just explodes.
We can try that later. Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of Who's That Anime with your hosts Steve and Colin. We're talking about Angelic Lair still. But this week it's going to be different. We're only covering
subtly different
2 episodes rather than the 3 episodes that we've been doing for this season.
That is true.
Anyway, so we're doing that this week because Steve's still running into problems with his computer.
Yeah, still a little bit paranoid.
Paranoid.
Still a little bit paranoid.
Paranoid robot. Right?
Paranoid android?
Paranoid android. Android robot. What's the difference?
I don't know. None maybe. I mean, maybe none. But also maybe some.
No, that's Cyborg. I'm thinking of Cyborg.
Oh, he's from the Teen Titans.
Yeah, but Cyborg is augmented human, right?
Part man, part person, part robot.
Yeah, part burger man and cakes.
Part burger.
Waffles. Waffles. Oh man,
I love that show. It's really stupid, but it's really great.
Yeah, it is 100% insane.
My kids were watching Thundercats Roar today.
Roar? No. I haven't actually watched any of that.
It's fine. Like, it got a lot of hate. It's fine.
Yeah, it got a lot of hate because everyone was super disappointed that Thundercats 2010 got cancelled.
11, yeah.
11.
That is a bummer. Because that is a supremely excellent show. But
why did they get cancelled? Why did they get cancelled?
Do you want to know why? I had a read of the trivia on IMDb. And apparently it's because it didn't sell enough toys.
Where's Craig? When I need you, when we need him, eh?
To buy all those, they were not the best toys. I had a bunch of them. Because I bought them from Home Bargains.
You buy them from official stores like Smith's. Toys R Us.
I didn't know they existed until they were in Home Bargains.
Until they were knockoff rejects.
Yep. Until they were selling them off, like hand over fist, like please take these from us, Home Bargains, and sell them for pennies.
Did you were you old enough to watch was it Raggy Dolls?
Raggy Dolls. No. And that one.
Yeah, and that was like the reject toys.
Yeah. It's like underneath Sid's bed in Toy Story.
Yeah, not quite as bad as that. These are rejects from the factory where they failed their testing, like they were stuffing some falling out and that. What a weird show that was. Is that like to try?
It was to guilt trip you into not getting rid of not being so wasteful with your toys.
Was it that, or was it like some weird metaphor of everyone's different, don't judge?
Oh, I mean, maybe. There was a big push for that. Like, things that you never expected to be that, well, but kind of, when you think about it in retrospect, totally are that. Things like X-Men.
Oh, yeah?
It's very much about that. Yeah, I mean, it's literally a show about how the struggles of people who are different and how difficult it is to become accepted. So, It's a show that's trying to teach tolerance and share how difficult it is when you're intolerant of other people because they're different.
And
and a comic, sorry, a show, but yeah.
And the evils of abusing people and how it has repercussions in society.
And if the movies have taught me anything, it's about how much iron there is in your blood.
Oh man, good old iron in the blood. Well, I mean,
it's a real good scene. That
pretty sure he's. I'm pretty sure Magneto's ripped a lot of like metals out of people. I'm sure he's ripped in the comics, ripped out like Wolverine's skeleton out his body at one point.
Nice.
I think I could be wrong. I never read the comics, but I know he got bone claws at one point because he just grew his claws.
Well, no, he always had bone claws. The metal claws are on top of his bone.
Yeah, but I mean, like, because they got rid of the skeleton.
He got him back.
He got him back.
Yeah.
He wasn't just a jelly blob, or I don't know how long. He's almost as bad as Deadpool. Can't kill Deadpool either.
Well, I know that in Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe, he throws Wolverine into an electrical transformer, and he gets so electrocuted, all of the meat just fries off him, so he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, he's not unkillable.
No, and then he also sends the X-Men and the other mutants to the moon, and then nukes the moon.
So Punisher, right?
He's pretty good.
Punisher is just your average cop vigilante, right?
I mean,
he's
yes
not,
and no.
It's not rich in any form or way to do.
Well, no. Well, that was the whole point of the comic, which is actually kind of interesting. Was it started off as not his revenge, but revenge for others. So, like, there was a fight between the X-Men and mutants in a park, and there were a lot of injuries, like people.
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch of people who were impacted by that, rich people, started funding the Punisher to get revenge.
All right.
it was pretty good.
Fucking rich people, man, spoiling the world. That's what I watched tonight. I watched Elysium.
Oh, I like that movie.
It was kind of cool. It went all over the kind of shop. Because I always thought it was like, oh, it's Matt Damon and he's got to get to like the space station and he goes up there and causes havoc. But no, more than like 90% of the movie is down on Earth.
Yep.
Where he just
That is one of the movies that made me feel physically sick at one point, and I don't know why.
Yeah? Whereabouts?
Yeah, it was the bit where he was like, where he gets stuck in the chamber and irradiated.
Oh,
and it's basically just him screaming for like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
It just had like a knot in my stomach, kind of going like, oh, that doesn't feel good. I don't know why this is hitting me.
It's not the bit where the guy's face gets completely obliterated by the grenade.
No, didn't even bother me.
Or the bit where he got his face reformed in the machine.
Yeah. I don't know why stuff like that doesn't bother me, but like just that piece of acting where he's being irradiated, I was like, oh no, I don't like that.
There you go.
Makes me uncomfortable. Yeah.
Matt Damon and his acting abilities makes Steve uncomfortable.
Like legit. Like he definitely sold that, because it was rather harrowing, his screams. So good. It was a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually have that in my collection of sort of contemporary sci-fi that I enjoy.
Yeah, it was on Netflix. And I was like, I always wanted to watch that. So I did. And I watched it, and I was like, oh. That, the South African actor guy from District 9.
Charlton Copley.
Yeah, man, he was fucking insane in that.
He's also very good in, he's in the A-Team movie.
Yeah?
Yeah, with Rampage Jackson, Bradley Cooper, and Liam Neeson.
I don't. I think I watched the 18 movie once, and it was like, yeah, I did watch that.
I okay. I really like that movie. it's so it's so bad, kind of in every way, but
Hmm.
it's really entertaining.
I mean, 18 wasn't good in any way. Only good thing about the 18 was the music and the fact that they
Mr.
built
T.
some, oh, Mr. T, and the fact that they built some random shit halfway through it to solve
Well,
their problems.
I mean, in this one, you've got obviously like Bradley Cooper is playing Face. You've got Rampage Jackson as B.A. Baracus. You've got Liam Neeson as
Hannibal?
Hannibal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you've got Charlton Copley as Mad Murdoch.
Was he Murdoch?
Yeah, he's like pretending to be a doctor when they go to pick him up, and someone comes in and is like, "No, no, you're not a doctor. You're a patient here. You need to stop this." It's like, "No, no, it's fine. I'm a doctor. You don't know what you're talking about." And then he like does a flip in a helicopter and shit like that. It's really good.
Yeah, yeah. Murdoch was kind of the favorite of them all. Who's just a
Yeah.
bit insane. Anyway,
Also, they do play you know that cup game where you like move cups around to find the thing that's in the thing.
uh huh.
They do that, but with shipping containers and cranes at the end of that movie.
Uh,
It's really good. It's really good. It should be good, but it's really good.
it's not. It's not good, man. It's just the A team, and they're fucking whack.
Trust me, trust me.
Original,
It's amazing.
original A team, I believe. The guy who played Hannibal in that, he always had to have a clean suit. Can never get it dirty.
Oh wow,
But I don't know if that's true
it's
or
an
not.
expensive production.
But he certainly always had a clean suit, regardless of what they've done. Like they do a flip in the jeep, or you know, wading through like the swamp or something,
Clean.
and it's like dry and clean.
I love it when a plan comes
Comes together.
together and that guy brings me my other suit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing.
Um,
Anyway, you're right. We should probably move on to before my computer decides that now is the time to to begin blue screening. Um, I had a really good one earlier on where I was trying to set up GeForce, NVIDIA broadcast again to get the noise cancellation,
uh-huh.
and like I changed it over to it. It sounded like I was underwater and dragging my microphone through a hedge when I wasn't talking. And then when I talked, it sounded like I was coming through an old-fashioned radio. I was like, "Oh, this seems bad. Why is it doing that?" And then I just restarted Audacity, and everything was fine. So,
All right.
really hoping this time's good too.
Well, interesting things like so. Let's get on with the show.
Yeah, we'll do episode 13, Lucky 13, Pure White Blanche, Katie's Smile. It's a really bad episode name.
Was it called that?
It was.
Even.
Oh, hang on. Fine. I'll check somewhere else.
Might not be.
I'll check somewhere else. I didn't take it from...
IDM.
I'm sure I took it from IMDb.
You might have did. You might be right. I think it is that.
It's a terrible name.
I mean, at least it's not like blah de blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. Like the return of the.
No, the next one's that. Yeah, the next one's that. Yeah, it's Pure White Blanche, Katie's Smile.
Yeah. So
this is a really weird one because it started off and then I immediately went, "Fuck! Have I turned on the wrong episode?"
yeah, it's a bit of a harsh one to come into from like leaving it a week.
Yeah.
So this one starts off with a flashback
Yes.
of a girl receiving a big penguin. You're like, how's she receiving a penguin?
Her father's busy working, so she's getting presents for some reason.
Nice, she's getting some present of some sort. And the house servant, she's living in like an apartment.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's her mother or even stepmother.
No, she's living the good life for whatever reason.
Yeah. in an apartment building. So she gets like this giant penguin, and then it's delivered, and an egg falls out, and they go, "Oh, is that not that new toy?" And then the next thing she's making it, and her doll Branch, and she's the doll's mother because she doesn't have a mother.
Yeah. There's so much about this episode that I find weird.
This episode or next episode?
Both episodes. Um, yeah. So I'll call you Blanche. That's a weird name for a fighty doll. But okay.
Why not?
It's named after one of the Golden Girls.
I don't think it's called Blanche.
It is.
It's not the same way you spell it, though, is it?
Blanche. Blanche.
Nope.
It is.
It's
exactly the same. Blanche. Blanche Devereaux from Golden Girls.
I don't think it's Blanche. Or maybe because I listened to it in Japanese and they're murdering the name, like we murder their names.
Because in the actual English translation for the title, it's Pure White Blanche.
All right, okay. Pure White Blanche.
Branche. I mean, it likely will be like Romanized. So yeah, Branche or something like that.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, so she does that. Names it after Golden Girl. Blanche.
Yep.
Was she not the horny one?
Like, yeah, I love that Rue McClanahan. let's call her Blanche.
And who's Mary Whitehouse was the guy, maybe the younger dumb one.
Oh, not Mary Whitehouse.
Not Mary Whitehouse? I thought it was.
No, that's not a person. I think. Are you thinking of Mary? Berry.
Mary
Betty White.
Betty White. Betty White saved my life.
You had Betty White, B. Arthur, Estelle Getty, Rue McClanahan, and that was it.
You know, there's B. Arthur did nudes, posed for nudes, nude portraits of herself.
I did not know that, or maybe I did know that, but not because I heard that directly, but because something else talked about it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and then you had like the older one,
Estelle Getty.
Yeah, and she was
actually the youngest of them all.
The youngest of them all, yeah. Yeah, she was
incredible.
Yeah, she was the witty mother figure.
the witty, hurtful one.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the Gumball?
Yes, she was.
The Gumball episode where the father basically poses as Blanche from I think he was maybe Blanche from the Golden Girls, and they all meet up, and he has like this hidden life as Blanche, and the Golden Girls, and Gumball finds it.
No.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's a weird episode. Anyway, yeah. So she named the doll Blanche, and decides to be the mother because it must be boring without a mother. Or you'll be bored without more like I am, says her.
Yes.
And then a roll intro.
Also, cue me being very confused that I've got the wrong episode and continuing to look up. It's like, is this actually the right episode? Did I click the wrong thing? No, this is it. Okay.
Yeah, the right episode. And then
yep.
I think it then comes into the now, like, slam, it's now present time, and
yep.
she's comes into the kitchen and sees her dad cooking an omelette of some sort.
Yes.
And he says, "Oh, it's your big day, so I thought I did the cooking." And the housemaid was like, "Yeah, he insisted." So it's like, "Oh, okay." And then cuts away from that, and then exactly the same thing is happening in the Suza. I want to say Suza.
With her aunt
Misaki.
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 Yeah, and her aunt is making up the breakfast, and she's like, "Here, catch a fucking omelet."
Yeah, straight at the frying
Lobs it
pan.
across the room. She's just like, "Ha ha!"
Yeah, flips out the pan at Misaki and says, "Oh, I should have cooked. Please don't cook because your cooking was pretty bad last time we had it."
Yeah, well, that was the thing I remembered was like, is there not a reason she doesn't cook because she like can't look after herself because she's not a proper adult?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't think that family is a proper adult family.
No, yeah, we'll get into like some of the rationale and things like that behind the actual plot of this entire show, and I have some things to say about it.
Yeah,
Yep,
I knew
we'll
that
get to that.
I knew there would be something. I knew it'd
Oh
be an
my
interesting
god.
topic. Anyway,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
so yeah, so then I think they just go. No, she's at the
No,
breakfast.
the friends turn up at the house.
No, at the breakfast, she mentions to Misaki that she might finally meet her mother.
That's right.
If she
She's
win,
like, hey, if you win,
you'll meet your mother.
like, can we unpack that?
No.
Like, hey, like, remember how your mother just kind of like left and went to do her quote unquote work, and you haven't seen her since you were a kindergartner.
Yeah, because she mentions, "Oh, I haven't seen her since I've been in kindergarten."
But if you win, maybe you'll see her again.
Yeah.
What kind of message is this? It's like, oh, be successful, and that parent that abandoned you might come home.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
I told you it was.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I didn't hide the track. It just escalates real quick. And
It really does.
And it's escalating even quicker as we speak right now. And then the friends come in, and
yeah,
Kotaro basically introduces himself to Misaki as she answers the door and not the aunt.
Yep, because he was preparing to not answer the door to her and did it anyway.
So here's the thing, right? I was watching a thing, and it was on about like I think it was Kenshiro's type move, and how it's actually been like it's been used quite a lot in different animes and stuff.
Okay.
For example, JoJo Bizarre Adventure. The kind of like is like from Joestar's thing, and Dio
Star.
Yeah, and maybe Dio's stands and stuff, and that, and so at the end of the conversation of the kids being there, Kotaro gets like headlocked and pulled aside as Misaki's talking to the aunt, and then in the background you hear it. I was like, you even got into this one, man.
It's like a Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, it's like the Wilhelm scream
for anime.
Yeah. I think it was more the from like George Joestar. And before you say it, yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was, I think, was out before Angelic Lair.
Oh yeah, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, like what? Isn't it like early 90s or late 80s even? Does it not go that far back?
I don't think it was. It was just like an OAV series. It was like 6 episodes, I think.
I need to know now because I know it has like weird series names.
Yeah, but the series itself, I think, is the one it's getting broadcast as fairly recent.
Oh yeah, like that's actually 2012. Shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But they hasn't.
I thought it was much older than that.
Oh well, I thought.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. There we go.
Yeah, like I said, it was
There we go.
only to video release, I think.
Yep. OVA release was 93.
93.
Yep.
Yeah. With the the bulldozer scenes and stuff, because there's like a JoJo Bizarre Adventure game that came out in Dreamcast, and they had like the bulldozer finisher by Dio, which came
That's right. I played JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I hadn't seen it at the time.
Yeah, and 4chan made a big like deal, or maybe 2chan or one of those channels made
one of the chans.
One of the chans made a made a big deal out of the Whee! And there was like a flash like animation of things going freezing time and going da 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 da, Whee! And then the speed too flop.
Yeah. Here you go. 1987 was the first release
of the manga.
Of the manga.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry. Go on.
Let's.
We're not even at the fucking house yet.
No, we're not. We are just at the house.
Okay, so let's speed run this bit because it's not that interesting.
So, I think the aunt calls her sister, who's saying, "Yeah, I just left and heading to the stadium now." And she's like, "Okay, cool." And then she's like, "Oh, she's still indecisive." And then they do the bit where they come in. Misaki's kind of like, "Oh, it's a secret that I'm so excited." I have to walk to the stadium because
that's right. Because what's her name? Tamio is like, "What are you not telling me, Kororo? Like, what are you not?" It's like, "Are you cheating? What's going on here? What's going on? Tell me the secrets." And he's like, "I don't know anything.
I know nothing.
Please leave me alone."
Yeah. And then she comes in, and then they're at the stadium, and Misaki's like at the stadium looking around, going, "Oh, look! Wonder what I'm seeing. I wonder if I'll find my mother." And then Kaede kind of comes in with her like wee doll and goes, "Ba ba 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 ba." And then walks away.
Oh my god!
Walks away as Misaki.
She doesn't know her at this point. She's like, "Oh, I don't know you." She's like,
with the doll.
Like, woo! Yeah, it's like, wow, this person is not well and maybe shouldn't be allowed out on their own.
Sounds like that. And then Misaki asks her something and she just walks away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, or something. I think Misaki says, and then by that time
she's just not interested.
Walks away.
Yeah.
And then you see the car. Go on.
She was so interested, and just like randomly going,
yeah,
like right up to her. Like, okay, gotta go. No, wait, come back.
That was it. I think Misaki was like, "Oh, I feel really nervous," and then she goes, "Well, don't you look nervous?"
Yeah, or like, "Don't be nervous." And then, bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry. Who the fuck are you?
They met.
What's going on?
Met once before on the big parade.
I know.
What?
But still, like, it's still awkward. Like, I don't know if I need that in my day.
Well,
if I were Misaki,
yeah.
I'd be like, nah.
Anyway, so I think it cuts back to the car that Misaki's mum's in, just speeding through the car park like 100 miles an hour.
What is that about?
Don't know why she was driving so fast.
It's like fucking speed. It's like,
yeah, and then the mother goes, actually, no, I'm not feeling too good. Take me back to the hospital, please."
No.
And she's like, "Okay." And then just like handbrakes turn the corner and just speeds back.
Yeah, and someone's coming out that door going like,
Yeah.
Okay.
And he
I guess you're not coming.
I think he's like, I don't know, he's been seen before. I think
he's someone that knows her because he phones.
Ichan, I think.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like, oh, she's supposed to be doing like the intro, but she's like not here now.
Yeah.
She was gonna introduce the new game mode,
Hmm.
the new. Hey, we're going to completely change this sport right from underneath you and not tell you about it.
Yeah, and
Which, might I add, also makes the battles significantly more interesting.
oh yeah, it absolutely ups the game, man. Ups the game of the
But
battles.
up until now, we've basically been watching like the uh the VR training room in any beat 'em up
Very much, yeah.
in every episode.
But yeah. So she speeds away, and then they say, "Oh no, but who's going to do this demonstration?" And then Oji-sama's there. He goes, "I'll go and do it,"
Mm-hmm.
and walks out. And we should note that in the control room is Oji-sama,
Ichan,
Ichan,
Oji-sama, Ichan,
the ant,
and the ant.
the ant's there, yeah. And
Oh, and the two the female and male interns are also there.
yeah, the one that always gets punched. So, oh, you got to program this, or I'll well make you punish by playing with your doll in the rain or something. I don't know. Let Blizzard beat you up. Uh,
Oh God.
The ant says, pretty much sounds like my sister. Running away, and he translates running away.
Yeah, running away from her responsibilities as a parent again.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, actually, I've got a bit of a jippy tummy. The closer we get to me being anywhere near that responsibility that I abandoned years ago, can we not go? Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yeah. So, and then it cuts back to the stadium, and they got new fancy pods to play in.
Yes, they do. To go with the new fancy arena that is no longer the VR training area. Instead, it is anything and anywhere you want it to be, pretty much, it seems.
Yeah. So it's Wizard comes out to demonstrate, and they demonstrate on like the worst configuration, because it's no different. All it is like it's got some.
It's a flat plane.
It's a flat plane, like in the middle of like Arizona, with like a couple like sand brick hills.
It's like one of those areas in Dragon Ball Z where like they take everyone to have a fight because it's not in the middle of the city.
Yeah. And just
it did look a bit like that.
Dead with like some hills in the background, and he was fighting 6 drones of some sort, and he goes
and winning, of course.
He does a sucker. He does like an elbow to one of them, and then does something to another one, and then he kind of just runs between two, and they all like and the collapse. Yeah. Anyway,
and then we kick off the first of the two semi-finals. Of course, it's Misaki versus Kaede.
Yeah, never guessed it was going to be those two.
No, never. It's Hikaru versus Blanche.
Yeah, Blanche. Never guessed it was those two. The fact that he had like Kaede's backstory right at the start. Anyway,
no, it would never have happened normally, but here we are.
Oh, she'd also mentioned. She mentioned just for that. The aunt decides to tell Misaki that her mother's not going to appear because she's still too busy.
That's right.
She's at the stadium, but she's too busy working.
she's still busy with her work, and she's like, oh, I shouldn't have told you. And it's like, no, it's fine. I'm used to this bullshit by now.
No, she's not.
No, I mean, she's upset, but she's putting on a front.
Yeah, and she's fully looking around to see if she was watching the match in the stadium.
Yep. Yeah, because we kick off the game, we kick off the fight, and Hikaru is absolutely mauling Blanche, like with kicks left, right, and center, like smashing through these big rock pillars.
Oh, eventually.
No, I does it not start off that way, and then she gets a bit distracted during that sequence?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Well, so what happens at the start is like Blanche, because they're both very similar. Blanche is the first model, which unlocks a secret power because of a bug.
We haven't seen the secret power yet, though.
Yeah, that's just a hint that might be happening. Anyway,
further other Dragon Ball Z references to come up soon.
Yeah. So no, so because basically it's mentioned that Blanche has only been hit by 4 other Juicies dolls in the past, and 2 of them are in the stadium right now.
Yeah.
Which is Sai and Hatiko. So will the Wonder Rookie Misaki be able to do it? Also, she's got like a big fan base now in the back.
Yeah, all of the little kids yelling with their signs.
Yeah. And then so eventually she does hit, but Blanche is dodging at the last moment and taking little damage, but it's taking enough.
Yeah, she's basically taking chip damage.
Yeah,
she's getting like kick, smash through thing to find her, kick, and it's just like, nope, she's been hit a lot, but you know, and then they look at Kaede and she's like, hee. And it's like, oh, this is weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, she's
loving it.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, that's a bit weird. And everyone's like commenting on the fact that she's that. And then, oh, we're going to get to see it again, says Ichan. Getting excited. Quick, record it.
Yep. And it's like, oh yeah, it's about to do the thing. The thing? Yes, something that only the first models can do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if only the first models can do it, why would you not have taken them off the market? And he's like, oh, I had a soft spot for the first models.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like, oh.
Goes into hyper mode.
Yeah, hyper mode. Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan, K-Groove.
Yeah. It's all the same.
It's all the same. So it goes into this mode, and when it reaches just below 50% health.
Yes.
And
it gives her. It seems like it's going to give her a lot more oomph.
Oh yeah. Well, it starts off and there's like a big explosion around her, going,
yep,
powered up. And she goes yellow.
Because that smashes Hikaru into a pillar. That big explosion, doesn't it?
No, I think she gets in there and maybe flings her in there.
Oh, okay. It's like almost immediately after the power up, she gets like sent in a bad direction through a pillar again.
That cuts it off, man. But
yeah,
I should also mention that Sai and Kaede know of Hikaru's weak spot, and Sai mentioned, "Oh, you used to have that weak spot too." But you had the same.
That's right.
Weak point. So he's like, I don't anymore.
That must have been like any semblance of a real human, because I don't believe Katie's like a normal person.
Yeah. Misaki was starting at the start of the fight, and people were saying, Eesh.
"Oh, because she was looking for her mum."
Yeah. You got to focus on the fight. The fight's in front of you, and Katie was like, "You got to watch look at Hikaru. Got to watch what you're doing."
Yep.
Type thing.
It's not very fair to Hikaru, is it? If you're not paying attention now, and she's like, "Oh, I guess you're right."
Yeah, sorry. And then
sorry. Guess I'll cry.
That's it. Time to concentrate on the fight.
Yeah, didn't serve her particularly well because she still got roughed up in the end anyway. So
yeah, well, she got roughed up, and then I think it ends with the big smash into the wall.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's sort of like, oh, we'll find out in the next episode, I guess.
Yeah, and we do.
We do. Before we get there, though, how do you feel about this one, Colin?
You know what? It's building. It's building. I'm liking it. I like the fight. The fight was good. The fight was like a good fight. I should also mention that the area that they're playing on is like, I don't know, I'm not sure which country, but there's like just like little mountain columns. They're
Yeah,
jumping around.
It's like a rocky mountain range, but it has huge stone pillars that are just
Yeah.
all over the place, and they're flying in and out of them and smashing through them, and like the action sequences are much better here, like much better.
Yeah, yeah. They're putting the effort into the fights. Oof. Hmm. I'm gonna go say an 8 on this one.
Okay, I'm sticking with a 7. The great update on the child abandonment. Um, we're getting somewhere, like with Ichan just being completely irresponsible as the creator of the sport. He's like, yeah, whatever. Like I just do what I fucking want, and sometimes that, that's not great, but we deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like the fight scenes are pretty good.
Yeah,
and Misaki's is as clueless as ever. So yeah, 7 for sure.
all right. Yeah.
On to episode 14 with the bad title that I did mention. Is I Won't Give Up! Exclamation point, and an angel was born.
That's a quality title, man. What's wrong with that one?
Well, the Japanese title is Akira Menai Soshita Tenshi wa Umarata.
Uh-huh.
Umareta? Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I wonder what Akira Menai means, like, I won't fail.
Akuma Matata.
It literally means not give up. Don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
That's fine. So this one.
Oh boy.
This one have an intro in it.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
All I know is kind of there's a flashback. And you... Oh! No. Oh, she mentioned... No, the match isn't over. Nope.
I think this one
Mm-hmm.
might start off with the mum in hospital. Like, because she got driven back
Yeah.
to wherever, and it turns out she just became unconscious when she got back.
Yeah, she was unconscious, yeah.
She's all wired up and stuff.
Yeah.
She really couldn't deal with having to face her child.
Oh, yeah. They were in the hospital, and the driver lady who is a speed maniac, and like the dude that it was coming down to meet is now in the hospital with them.
Yeah, he arrives,
Yeah.
and he's like, "What happened?" It's like, "Oh well, she hates her kid, and
That's not she hates her kid. She just doesn't have the energy to see the kid, and therefore she...
Yeah, doesn't she though?
And then the guy goes, "Wait, she hasn't even spoken to her since she came?"
Nope.
And it was like, no. It's like, what?
Nope.
And then
she's a model parent.
No, I mean, you can see that. Anyway, so then, I think it does the intro and then cuts into basically the backstory of the mother. At this point,
it's just because it's young Hikaru, not young Hikaru, young Misaki, and she sees her mother struggling to stand in the kitchen. She's like, "You all right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's okay."
Yeah.
And then, moments later, it's like, "So I'm gonna be going away for work.
Oh, I mean,
forever. Maybe."
I think that it has progressed a day or two or so many. Because
she has a neurodegenerative disease that is affecting her ability to maneuver.
Yeah. in my translation, it said, was it multiple sclerosis? Multiple sclerosis?
Oh, well, I guess that's could be the bit. I don't know. I'm very bad at knowing what things are.
I think it's that, which will give you.
Multiple sclerosis, condition that can affect the brain and spinal cord.
Yeah, that's the one that's.
So she's got that.
Yeah.
And her doctor is Ichan.
Not at first.
No. Sorry, no. First, it's just normal doctor person.
Yeah.
And then he arrives, being like, "Hey, I'm here to help and stuff."
Yeah. So she leaves. So she leaves Misaki with her parents in the town that she's in.
Yes. She waves and she's all smiley and then cries deep tears watching her car drive away.
Yeah, because she goes, "Oh, I'm off to work in Tokyo for business. I'll be a while," type thing. Never states the time when she comes back.
No.
And it was more that she feels ashamed of showing the weakness, that she couldn't be a proper mother or something stupid. Anyway.
I swear, like, she just needed to listen to literally anyone else around her that was talking.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like that's a running theme for this woman. Like, it's like, oh, hey, maybe it's no. I'm gonna do it this way because it's the only way. It's like, have you considered? No, I have not. Shut up. I'm gonna do things my way.
She's quite stubborn that way. Yeah.
Incredibly.
I can't remember what she says to Misaki, but basically, yeah, be strong. You okay with this? It's like, yeah, if it's for work, it's fine. Yeah, I'm okay, sure. And she puts like a fake smile on, which compartment why she is. So, and then she waves away, and then basically can't stop crying. The big tears.
The big sad. So, because she missed the part where she said, although if you're lying to me and just going away so that it's a sign that you don't have to show any weakness in front of me because you're sick, I'll never forgive you.
I mean, yeah, you can take away that from the show. She goes to Tokyo and basically puts herself in hospital for the benefits of science and to help people.
Yes.
Eventually. And she talks to doctors and they're like, oh yeah, and doctors, and it's all kind of bad news. And then Ichan, who's a medical technician at this point, he was he's not a doctor.
He's been sent to assist in her recovery, basically, because they think that she can not recover, rather, but she could benefit from assisted support, and I think in his case robotics is essentially his deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he gets her strapped up to the mind helmet from Star Wars.
It's like control the red and blue things.
Cerebro.
Just Cerebro. Yeah, from X-Men. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, you're right.
It's a Cerebro.
Get out of my head, Charles.
Yeah, and she's just controlling the red and blue switch, and then she just goes because she's like, all right, turn on the blue light, okay, turn on the red light, okay, and then it just kind of flicks on and off, and he's like, oh shit, what's happening? He says, oh, I'm having too much fun. It's like, all right.
She's like, oh, this was easy, and he's like, oh, you're the chosen one.
Yeah, it's a bit of taken by her. To be honest.
Yeah.
And
he's 100% smitten.
Yep. Which is now kind of lessens his weirdness around Misaki.
Does it though?
I mean, he's just happy to see his potential daughter.
Does it? I don't know if it's any better.
I think it's a bit better because he's more playful with her now.
Yeah.
Rather than a creepy, playful way.
Rather than a creepy Wiggly Ichan.
Yeah.
He's just a normal Wiggly Ichan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, anyway, and he goes through this and he's like, okay, we can maybe get like some legs as plans. Going to get legs and we're going to let you control your legs, just like
He gets her to use. He's like, hey, so before we go to full scale, I have this small model of a robot that I'd like you to try and control. And she kind of makes it walk around, sort of herky jerky, and then she falls out of her wheelchair, and he runs over and is like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And then she immediately goes, "Oh fuck this game," and just stares really intently at the doll, and it's like, "Oh no, better walk properly."
yeah.
And it just keeps going, and he's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And she's like, "Ha ha,
She was doing
peace symbol."
She's doing the old driving game technique where you turn with the controller.
That's right.
Because she was following the doll.
She does. She goes,
oh no. Too far in my wheelchair. Anyway.
That's right. She's playing Gran Turismo and fell out her chair.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And then the board in the company have ran out of money or not wanting to give them more money for the budget. So he's failed her. And then
she's very upset because she's like, you promised me, like, this is how we were gonna do this.
Yeah, because that
seems a bit unfair because he's trying very hard.
Because her sister's there, okay, all the way through, and it's like, oh, Misaki's reached elementary school. You should go and see her. No, I can't.
That's right. She's like, nope, hold my robot leg. I'm gonna do this first. And then maybe I'll go and see my child.
Yeah, you can't make me do that. I got to ensure that I'm capable of being a mother.
She gets really angry. I think like you could just go and say hi.
Yeah,
maybe.
Something like
no.
I can't show her that.
I mean, to be fair, she wasn't wrong. The last time she attempted to go and see her daughter, she ended up hospitalized. So.
Yeah. Was so, and then there was another one. Was I think she get a letter saying, "Oh, she's reached middle school now. It's time to go and see her." Or she's looking to apply for a place in Tokyo, and she's like, "Fine."
She's gonna go to Tokyo. She just wants to go because she wants to go.
She wants to go to see you. She wants to hopefully meet you, and it's like, no, I'm not having anything to do with this. You can. If you're okay with it, then you bring her here.
She can stay with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this where Ichan jumps in.
Fucking. I mean, well, he's jumped in before then because there had to be a lead up time to this. But essentially, what we're about to find out, in potentially the best / worst reveal ever, is that the entirety of the Angelic Lair sport and doll series is just a money front to help her walk again.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's obviously it's not just for her because she's going to do it for others in her condition.
She is, but it's just like wow, really?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, it's
just both amazing and terrible at the same time, and I kind of like it.
They had to fund the project somehow.
They had to fund it somehow. Yep.
And it was so they were going to go home. Pace was like, "All right, sis, I'm taking you home." And she's walked away and she's looking at the doll. And kind of like Misaki. Misaki likes dolls. Wish she got to do this. And it sparks a brainwave in Ichan's head and goes, "I got an idea. We'll make it into a toy, and save the planet, and we'll fund the project."
But also, I think we also, I may be misconstruing this, but it also kind of conspires that, or transpires rather, that Ichan's idea of getting her involved, like, he didn't really need to get her involved in it. She just did it anyway. But I think he had got the day he met her, like. I think he had gone there to convince her of that. He's like, I didn't need to do anything. She did it anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was going for. I think he was just generally trying to create something, but he has
Oh no, I mean with Misaki
Misaki.
at the train station at the train station that day.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Like, yeah, because he I think he ends up, the whole thing is like he's like, oh, and I didn't even have to do anything.
Oh,
Like, because
yeah,
they want stuff from her, or he wants something from her. See, there's ulterior motive for her being involved with Angelic Lair from Ichan.
yeah. He didn't need to introduce her to because that, but he did meet.
She was already interested.
Yeah, he did meet her just because. Well, like I say, he's kind of like probably sees her as
The would-be father figure.
a would-be father figure and guide her
Yeah.
and try to help because both him and the aunt are like, "What the hell are you doing? You need to speak to your daughter." Yeah, and give her
But
a bit too much leeway.
Ichan, I think, at some point in this episode, I'm not sure exactly when it is, it might be around here, but kind of mentions the idea that they need data from Misaki's interactions.
Does he?
I'm sure that's something that's mentioned, is like they kind of need stuff from her for her fights that will help with the mum's issues.
I don't think nothing ever like that comes up in the sub that I'm watching.
Oh, maybe it's just the dub then. I'm sure that's something that was said.
Maybe
I can go back and check.
Maybe that's trying to lessen the weirdness of it all. It's like, huh, that's a bit of a weird statement. I don't know how the English audience will take this, or the Western audience will take this, I should say. And we changed the alphabet, but yeah. Anyway, so that's the end of the flashback, and it kind of ends with like Ichan's saying something and then going boop back into the fight with Hikaru on the cross, implanted in the wall. Have you ever noticed that when anyone's like thrown into like the ground or something really hard and it creates a crater, they always have the arms splayed out like they were on the cross?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Because he does it in Dragon Ball Z a lot.
But they also have their legs open as well.
Yeah, she had her legs open, so it's not too Christianic.
Christ-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
the fight continues.
Yeah. So she's fed in the wall, and Misaki goes, "Move, Hikaru," and she just goes, and then slumps forward out of the crater as a big drop kick flies through the hole that was made, and it just obliterates the rock face, and she just falls down, and it's like, oh, that's like the first time anyone's taken a hit and survived. Will Hikaru get up? And she's like,
yeah,
are you not damaged too much, Hikaru? Type thing, and it's like, and then Kanye goes, look at Hikaru, and Hikaru's got the eyes open, and it's like,
yep,
all right, game on.
Literally like, I can see you.
Yeah, and we're going to continue to do this. And it's like, okay, ain't going to give up. And she gets up, and then she's fighting and trying to win, but with the hyper mode, it's too much. She's too fast, and isn't that? But hyper mode has a drawback of damaging the doll. As you see black smoke, and it's like, oh, isn't that hurtful for your doll? And it's like, yeah, but how can you do that?
Don't you think of this doll as your daughter? Yes, but I need her to be hurt and doing things.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, Katie. Just
now you should go see a family therapy.
It's like, because I know that when she's in pain, she's just doing it and it's okay, and it's like, is it though?
I think, yeah, maybe that says something more about your how you're feeling towards the fact you don't have a mother in your life.
Yes. I don't have a mother, therefore my mother can't hurt me, but I can hurt my daughter?
Yeah. And they're jumping around, dodging, and
Yep.
Hikaru starts running away, but she's too slow, and then she's just like, right, that's it. I'm going to stand still, stare you down with my things up, and people are like, she's unguarded. She can easily get kicked in the stomach, but that, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like, boom, big explosion, and there's like, oh, how did Hikaru take that kick? Turns out she's got the foot.
Bam.
Bam! And she then somehow uses the foot to jump up in the air and roundhouse kick Blanche in the face.
I think she jumps and pulls her towards her and does the and smack across the face.
Yeah, okay.
It's pretty good.
And
It's pretty good.
that's the end of the fight. Knocks out Blanche.
Yeah.
Was there's other bits in the fight where
there's lots of cool things in the fight, and we should. This is words are a difficult way to describe a fight. If you want to see the fight, I would recommend watching some of the stuff. Like, we've kind of given a few of the highlights, but genuinely, I think in these LS2 episodes, the actual animation and fight choreography have actually been really good. So it's I feel like it's continually stepped up actually throughout the whole series so far.
yeah,
Because it started getting better in the last couple of episodes as well, and now it's getting even better. So I'm kind of looking forward to some of the later fights.
oh yeah, man, they're all good, man. All going up in the world.
Sweet. Sweet.
Yeah, so she wins, and it's just like,
Yep.
oh, thanks for your advice. You just sound like a mother. And then Katie was like, oh, a mother, eh? And basically, it was, I think, there's some advice of like, yeah, I know Blanche wants to continue to win and fight, and Hikaru comes to a determination that if she wins her fights, because what her aunt said, she'll end up meeting her mother.
Yep.
And it's like, I'm going to do it. I mean, she still doesn't know that her mother is the White Angel.
No.
One that she saw.
Or that, she was so worried about seeing her, she ended up hospitalizing herself.
Yeah, she doesn't know anything.
Or that she's not actually away for work and that she's sick.
Yeah.
She doesn't know a lot.
The worst thing about that is it's an entire family that's playing along with it.
Yeah, they're all fucking complicit.
Like,
in lying to this poor girl.
Grandmother, grandfather, sister,
aunt, would-be dad.
Yeah, would-be dad.
Throw Ichan on the pile as well.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Ochi-sama.
Yep, he knows.
He knows. Yeah, I don't think. Just mentioned in the last episode is the first time they actually met the aunt, apparently.
Yes, that's true.
And then realized that she was like some.
Oh, she's the newscaster.
Newscaster or
yeah,
some big celebrity reporter. Yeah, so there's that, and then the mother wakes up out of the coma, and the assistant goes, "Oh, your daughter won, by the way. There's still time. We can go to the stadium and do it." And she goes, let's go and get some dinner." And then that was it.
You could still see your daughter. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, Okay, let's do it.
I guess. Okay. You sure you don't want to see your daughter? You haven't seen her in 8 years? It's like, no. I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
I can't fix that any other time. So.
Yep. And then cue new end music.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. With
It did have the bit at the end as well that introduces the next episode with the fight, um, Shirahime versus Suzuka. So that'll be interesting.
Or will it be?
I don't know. With it, I don't want to like keep doing this as a standard thing, but the next episode has a part of the title called "Secret of the Ice Machine." That sounds pretty good to me.
Oh, Secret of the Ice Machine. Yeah, so
Unless it's that you got to kind of bang it on the front just right for the ice to come out.
it's not the secret of all ice machines, though.
I mean, probably yeah.
And not a secret anymore.
No, I've told you all now, so it's too late.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. How do you rate this one then, Colin? Episode 14.
Yeah, I'm still liking it. I mean, the heartbreaking sob story of like Misaki being essentially mentally abused,
Child abandonment,
by everyone in her family by lying to her for like
constantly being gaslit by her family.
I don't know, 7 years at least.
That's rough.
It's
real rough.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. The fight, like I say, I watched this for the fights. The fights are entertaining for me.
Yeah, like I say, they're at first I wasn't sure about why you would say that because I didn't think they were that anything particularly special, but I actually do think they are getting quite a bit better, like with the build up and stuff like that now. So
Yeah, the first ones are
yeah,
but then that's fair because it's kind of showing her learning curve because she's only just started like 3 times. Can we also talk that she'll meet the winner of this tournament goes into another tournament.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying to think like who's in the
Who are the people who are in the next tournament?
yeah, because these are the ones that are like kind of big and like are like the main characters cast of the show. Like they're all kind of named
This
characters
is
now.
the kind of level up from Raditz to Vegeta and Nappa.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, this like that was really difficult. It's like, was it though? What if it was harder than that?
Yeah, you know, there's not many episodes left to do it though. So that was 2 there.
No, that's true.
I'm assuming the next one's just 1. So that's what we're on 14 here, in 14.
Yeah.
The next one after that could be 1. And potentially
So we've got 12 episodes left.
Another 2, so that's 3, so that takes it down to 9. I know for sure there's like some filler episodes that's not with fights in it.
Oh man.
Not filler episodes, but like progressing the story and making the bond between the characters more.
I mean, that's okay. As long as it's not just legitimate nothing, I'm okay.
I can't confirm that, or
okay.
It's not Endless 8.
No, okay. What do you rate this one, Colin?
Oh, 8.
An 8. Okay, I'm sticking with a 7. Okay. We've survived so far. The computer's still up, so let's end this while we still have a recording.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. You've been listening to Who's That Anime, an anime podcast all about anime, and it's a podcast. You can find us where all good podcasts can be found. If you like what it is we do, it would be super cool if you could leave a review. If not, or you can't leave a review or don't want to, and you still like what it is we do, you could tell a friend about us, so maybe they'll listen too. We have a Discord. The link for that is in the show notes. We have a Facebook page. That's facebook.com/who's that anime. where we post the latest episode releases and the occasional anime meme. We have a YouTube channel. It's youtube.com. And if you search for Who's That Anime, you'll be able to find our channel there. And Colin painstakingly puts together the video versions of these episodes. We also occasionally, Colin and I, like to play some video games. Colin at twitch.tv/couchfuel and myself at twitch.tv/hailpayman. You can also find archives of all the games and bits and pieces we've played on there over the years on YouTube by going to youtube.com and using search to find either at couchfuel or at hailpayman.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah. Done. Another episode
and we'll be back to talk about more Angelic Lair.
Yeah. Next week. Same anime place, same Amity time. Amity.
Ami. Edit. Edit. Bye, folks.
Bye.